You're wasting your life. Stop being a slave to your desires. Listen up and listen good. I'm not here to coddle you or sugarcoat the truth. If you're trapped in the vicious cycle of porn addiction, you need to hear this. You're wasting your life. You're willingly choosing weakness. You're flushing your power, your focus, your masculinity down the drain for a few seconds of cheap pleasure. What's wrong with you? You're living like a weakling, a slave, chained to a filthy habit that's destroying your potential every single day. You think I'm being too harsh? You think this is over the top? Good, because that's what it takes to snap you out of your delusion. You need to wake up and face reality. Porn is not some harmless indulgence. It's a disease. It's turning you into a pathetic shell of a man, sapping your energy, ruining your mind, and keeping you from becoming the warrior you were meant to be. Right now, you're lying to yourself. You're pretending that this habit doesn't control you. But let me tell you something. It does. Every time you click on that website, every time you let your willpower crumble, you're admitting defeat. You're showing the world that you're not a man in control. You're a weakling who's enslaved by his own desires. And the worst part? You're letting it happen. You're choosing weakness over strength, cowardice over courage, and instant gratification over the long, hard path of becoming a better man. It's time to stop being a slave. It's time to take back your power and fight like hell for your own freedom. Let's get brutally honest. Porn is not just a waste of time. It's a destruction of your soul. Every time you sit there hunched over, staring at that screen, you're selling off pieces of yourself. You're training your brain to need something disgusting and worthless. It's like pouring poison into your own mind and expecting to walk away unscathed. But guess what? You're not walking away unscathed. You're being torn apart, bit by bit, until there's nothing left but a hollow, spineless shell. Porn is robbing you of your energy. It's sucking the vitality out of you, draining your power until you're left feeling empty, tired, and dead inside. Do you notice how exhausted you feel afterward? How lifeless? That's your body telling you that you're killing yourself from the inside out. You're spilling your masculine essence, your drive, your aggression, the very things that make you a man, into oblivion. And for what? For a quick fix that leaves you feeling ashamed and disgusted with yourself? But it's worse than that. It's not just your energy that's being destroyed. It's your mind. Your brain is being rewired to crave this garbage, to need that hit of dopamine that comes from watching fake fantasies play out on a screen. You're turning yourself into an addict who needs more and more extreme content just to get the same pathetic rush. You're building a dependency, a sick compulsion that owns you. And every time you feed it, you're making it stronger, making yourself weaker. Do you get it? You're being owned. You're being dominated by something that shouldn't even have power over you. You're supposed to be a man, a conqueror, a warrior. But right now, you're just a slave to pixels on a screen. That's how low you've let yourself sink. You're being beaten down by something that doesn't even exist. That's how pathetic porn is making you. Still think it's no big deal? Think again. Porn isn't just making you weaker today. It's sabotaging your entire future. It's destroying your dreams before they even have a chance to take root. How can you expect to achieve anything when your brain is hooked on cheap, fake pleasure? How can you build a career, build a body, build a legacy when you're secretly addicted to filth that's killing your motivation, killing your focus, and killing your self-esteem? Every time you indulge, you're chipping away at your own self-respect. You're teaching yourself to settle for less, to be satisfied with being a passive, unmotivated loser who's content to watch instead of act. You're killing your ability to strive, to push through challenges, to become something greater. How do you expect to lead to command respect, to become a force in this world, when you know deep down that you're hiding this shameful habit? How are you going to approach women? How are you going to hold your head high and carry yourself with strength when you know that, in the dark, you're nothing more than a desperate addict who can't even control his own impulses? You're building a prison around your own mind. You're boxing yourself into a cycle of craving and regret, always chasing the next hit, always needing more. And what's the result? You're left feeling empty, weak, and useless. And as long as you keep giving in, that's all you'll ever be. A useless, pathetic version of the man you could be.